Okay, it's always Colossians 3:17. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all by Hashem Mashiach Yahushai, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father by Hashem Mashiach Yahushai. So all that we say and do is going to be in the name of the Lord and Savior. So Thaahwam, and we're going to look at persecution of the saints tonight. Because, like I said, if we're not prepared in the spirit of the Most High, by Hashem Mashiach Yahushai, for the things that are drawing near, then we're just going to be vulnerable. But you'll see, as we go through this lesson, nobody's, and I repeat, no one's without the chastisement of the Most High. And we have to be in the spirit with the Most High so that the things that are promised to His anointed, they will receive in the name of the Lord and Savior. All glory to the Most High, for His word is true. But understand this. We're going to start off with Psalms 34:7. It says, the angel of the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, encampeth around about them that fear Him, and delivereth them. So we understand this. So it's letting you know that the angel of the Most High encampeth around them that fear Him. That's why I make it very, very, very much known of the Most High first and foremost. Because most people don't fear Him. They're not afraid of Him. Because they taught that you don't have to fear the Most High because He's all love. But the Most High is the King of terrors. Mighty men fainted pretty much when they seen angels that trembled before Him. He only need one angel to take care of everything that needs to be done. Hear what it said. The angel of the Most High encampeth around about them that fear Him and delivereth them. We're going to jump up to verse 15. Psalm 34:15. The eyes of the Most High are upon the righteous, and His ears are open unto their cry. And we know the eyes of the Most High are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. So, the eyes of the Most High, which is 10,000 times brighter than the sun, are upon the righteous. And His ears are open unto their cry. Spiritually, this is where we want to be. That the Most High can hear us. That we never was delivered until we cried to the Most High. And to cry to Him, you have to have the humility and the broken and contrite spirit that's necessary. The face of the Most High is against them that do evil. That's why He turned His back on us. He turned His face round from us. So look at my backside. But He told us to seek His face in our offense. Offending Him. And in our affliction, we're going to seek His face. We offended Him. That's why He turned His back on us. And the nations know this. But we don't know it. That's why most people don't even fear the Most High. They ain't afraid of the Most High. Who Mashiach Yahushai said, hey, I tell you, you're supposed to be afraid of Him that can kill the body and cast it into hell. He said, yeah, I tell you, fear him. In Luke 12:4-5. So the face of the Most High, verse 16, is against them that do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. Hear that? So you got a choice to be right or wrong in the eyes of the Most High. You hear what he said? His face against those that do evil. To cut off the remembrance of them from off the face of the earth. That's what he's going to do to those that do evil. So don't side with those that do evil, that you can be influenced by them. So the righteous are more excellent than his neighbor, but the ways of the wicked influences them. Paraphrase. You see? So that's why it's very important. Everybody looking over here, looking over there, looking over here, looking over there. You better be following somebody that's trying to be righteous and fearing the Most High. Or somebody that's at least talking about the Most High. And not just Israel. Israel not going to save us. Verse 17, the righteous cry, and the Most High heareth, and delivered them out of all their troubles. So you think you don't hear the wicked? Nah, he ain't hearing nobody wicked. He said, the righteous cry. Well, we're going to be crying to the Most High. Only time he delivered us. Name some time that he did without us going to him with humility and broken contrite spirit. Even the baddest of warriors, King David, Judas Maccabees. All of them say, let's cry to the Most High. Let's go to the Most High. Sometimes it was fasting and prayer. Even with doo-doo on their body and ashes. Sackcloth. Humility. Oh, you too good for that. Better wake up. You think it's time, this is just Jacob's trouble, but it's going to get worse and worse and worse. Ain't getting better. So you better hear what he's saying before you see what I'll show you happened to the men of the Most High. You know, they crucified all the apostles, killed the prophets. Oh, that's all the men. Yeah, you women, y'all went through it too. Because you just passed from captivity to captivity after captivity after captivity. No power, just greased you up and you was there for the taking. It's sad, but it's real, y'all. Because we ain't following the Most High's righteousness. And the righteous and the wicked had to suffer behind what the wicked done. This is our last captivity. We got to give it all up if you want to make it. You ain't coming back with no other nation gonna have us in captivity, y'all. This it. Hear the word of the Most High. This it. Verse 17, he said, the righteous cry, and the Most High heareth, and delivered them out of all their troubles. The Most High is nigh. I mean, he's near unto them that are of a broken heart, a broken mind, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. There it is. Broken mind and a contrite spirit. It say many are the afflictions of the righteous. So don't think because you're being afflicted, we've going through all these different things that we're going through or whatever you're going through. Hear what it say? Many. I mean a whole lot are the afflictions. A whole lot of afflictions of the righteous. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Most High delivered him out of them all. That's why we still here. Hallelujah. You know, I don't know what y'all been through. I know what I've been through, and I know he delivered me from all the afflictions. Still have me with my strength and so forth to be able to continue to do what my mission is. All praise and glory to him. His holy name. How about Shalom Ashak Yahushua? And that's how it's got to be for you. Psalms 132 and 1. Most High. Remember David, King David, in all his afflictions. How he swore unto the Most High and vowed unto the mighty power of Jacob, who is the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. That's what the Most High say he is, the power of Abraham, who had a son named Isaac, who had a son named Jacob, who became the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. Look at Acts 7 and 8. Acts 7 and 8. Acts 7 and 8. I don't know, it's more than just having knowledge, y'all. We fighting spirits in high places. Acts 7 and 8. And he gave him the covenant of circumcision. And so Abraham begot Isaac and circumcised him the 8th day, which is in the law. The men or the young babies are supposed to be, male child is supposed to be circumcised on the 8th day. And Isaac begot Jacob, and Jacob begot the 12 patriarchs, which are the 12 that became the nations of the 12 tribes of Israel. And the patriarchs moved with envy, sold Joseph, this is our history, sold Joseph into Egypt. Can you imagine that? That's why I said we're a bunch of misfits of a family. That's why we can't be boasting on. Listen what our forefathers did. They sold Joseph into Egypt, sold him to the Arabs. They sold him to the Egyptians. But the Most High was with him, see? But he still went through a lot of afflictions right there in Egypt before the Most High showed himself being with them. Remember, the day to the Most High was 1,000 years, so it took him a long time before he was with them, but he had to go through afflictions and deliver him out of all his afflictions, see? And gave him favor and wisdom in the sight of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. And he made him governor over Egypt in all his house. So that's when we were ruling, because Joseph was right under the Pharaoh. So when the Pharaoh died, who you think was in power? Joseph. We were. Israelites. Now there came a dearth over all the land of Egypt and Canaan, and great affliction. And our fathers found no substance. It was a famine. Food shortage. But when Jacob heard that there was corn in Egypt, he sent out our fathers first. And at the second time, see, our fathers, our forefathers are the 12 tribes of Israel, are the 12 patriarchs. And at the second time, Joseph was made known to his brethren. And Joseph's kindred was made known unto Pharaoh. Joseph let them know who he was. When they came there, they thought he was an Egyptian. So that you know, Joseph had to favor the Egyptians. Even though he had the Egyptian clothes on, he had to favor the Egyptians. Then sent Joseph and called his father Jacob to him, and all his kindred, 75 souls. So Jacob went down into Egypt and died, he and our fathers, and were carried over into Shechem and laid in the sepulchre that Abraham bought for a sum of money of the sons of Emor, the father of Shechem. When the time of the promise drew nigh or near, which the Most High had sworn to Abraham, the people grew and multiplied in Egypt, till another king arose which knew not Joseph. The same dealt subtly with our kindred, and evil entreated our fathers, so that they cast out their young children to the end they might not live. In which time Moses was born and was exceeding fair, and nourished up in his father's house 3 months. And when he was cast out, Pharaoh's daughter took him up and nourished him for her own son. See? So it's just going through the whole scenario of what we went through. You can continue to read this on your own, because I want to continue to go into the affliction of how we were afflicted. Just step and telling them about our story. I mean, they was killing babies from 2 years old on down, man. It was wiping on just like they was doing when Mashiach Shai was born. I say the male children, the male child that was born, they was killing them. Pharaoh. Acts 20 and 22. And the king, the Pharaoh that didn't know Joseph, put us in captivity. But we were ruling before that. Acts 20, and that's when Egypt was powerful. Acts 20, or else show me where Egypt was powerful after we wasn't there. Once we went into the wilderness. Acts 20 and 22. And now, behold, I go bound in the spirit unto Jerusalem, not knowing the things that shall befall me there. This was Paul is saying. See, I'm going to Jerusalem, I don't know what they're going to do to me. Because when he was Saul, he was persecuting those that called on in the name of the anointed Savior. And the Most High called him, he was putting us to death for Bahashah Mashiach Shai as Saul. But he was converted. When you go back to Acts the 9th chapter, on the road to Damascus. He said, I'm going to Jerusalem, I don't know what's going to happen to me. Save that the Holy Spirit witnesses in every city, saying that bounds and afflictions abide me. And you know, hey, bounds and afflictions are going to be upon him. But none of these things move me. Even though I know I got to go through, they say none of this move me. Neither count I my life dear unto myself, so that I might finish my course with joy and a ministry which I have received of his master, Mashiach Yahushua, to testify the gospel of the grace of the Most High. And now, behold, I know that ye all, among whom I have gone preaching the kingdom of the Most High, shall see my face no more. You understand? He's saying, hey, you ain't going to see me no more. This is the last time you're going to see me. Wherefore I take you to record this day, record this day, that I am pure from the blood of all men. For I have not shunned it to declare unto you all the counsel of the Most High. Everything that I've known, Paul said he gave it to him. 2 Corinthians 6 and 4. 2 Corinthians 6 and 4. So I say, a lot of times, people be going through what they're going through and they wonder why. I mean, listen at these afflictions. 2 Corinthians 6 and 4. But in all things, approving ourselves as the ministers of the Most High in much patience, which deal with time. In afflictions, which deal with hurt and pain and suffering. In necessities, needing things and don't have it. In distresses. In stripes, beat down. In imprisonments, going to prison. These are the things that you look at now. Oh, everybody looking at, oh, what's happening there? Oh, yeah. This is what we went through and going through and seeing even within our time now. Ain't nothing new under the sun. In turmoils, rioting, uproars, in labors and watchings, working hard, not getting ahead. In watchings, all the time about you watching over your shoulder, watching your back. Don't know what somebody gonna do to you. In fastings, these are the things that our forefathers went through that we can go through, any of us, at any time. Remember Job, who was a righteous man, who eschewed evil. The Most High asked Satan, have you considered my servant Job? Just put your name there. My name or anyone else's name. No, none of us excluded from it. Colossians 1 and 23. If ye continue in faith, Colossians 1:23. If you continue in faith, grounded and settled, and be not moved away from the hope of the gospel, which ye have heard, and which ye was preached to every creature which is under heaven, whereof I, Paul, am made a minister, what you have heard, who now rejoice in my sufferings for you. See, when you give your life as he did, you're going to suffer for and that's suffering for his name's sake, not for your own sake, but for his name's sake. You hear it. Who now rejoice in my sufferings for you, and fill up that which is behind of the afflictions of a Mashiach Yahushua in my flesh for his body's sake, which is the church. You know, the body is of the church. So what we're supposed to be doing is for the people, the children of Israel. Because so you understand that church represent who? The children of Israel. See, a lot of people say the church could be, because you got all these denominations, whatever you want to call it, that's set up. But if you're not represented by your identity as the children of Israel, this is the church right here. Acts 7 and 38. This defines who the church, when you say church, the body of a Mashiach Yahushua, who this is. This is he that was in the church in the wilderness with the angel which spake to him in the Mount Sinai, and with our fathers who received the lively oracles to give unto us the Bible, the word of the Most High, the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. Given to who? To the Israelites. Not to everyone. Just to Israel. So, going back to Acts 7:38, this is he that was in the church in the wilderness with the angel which spake to him in the Mount Sinai, and with our fathers who received the lively oracles to give unto us, the children of Israel. Who was in the wilderness? That's the church, the children of Israel. Who was the law, statutes, commandments given to? Psalms 147, 19 and 20 show up his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his law. It is judgment unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any other nation, any nation. As for his judgment, they have not known and praise ye the Most High. That's what Psalms 147, 19 and 20 says, paraphrasing. So he have not dealt with any other nation as far as dealing with giving them the oracles of the Most High. So the church is only talking about the children of Israel, meaning the gathering of the people, the 12 tribes of Israel. So now, going back to Colossians, the first chapter. Y'all with me? Am I going too fast? Y'all still with me? Okay. Go on. So Colossians 1 and 24. Who now rejoice in my sufferings for you, for the children of Israel, and fill up that which is behind of the afflictions of Mashiach Yahushua in my flesh for his body's sake, which is the church. Now we understand the church is who? Those that came out of Egyptian captivity, and that was in the wilderness. When Moses lived you aside, Moses went up to Sinai. Who did the Most High give the laws, statutes, commandments to? 12 tribes of Israel. Verse 25. Whereof I am made a minister, according to the dispensation of the Most High, which is given to me for you, to fulfill the word of the Most High. Even the mystery which has been hid from ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints, who are the 12 tribes of Israel. We read Psalms 148 and 14. Give you the definition of the saints. Okay? Acts 28 and 30. So this is not no easy ride, y'all. I mean, that's why we have to be in the spirit with the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He's our power. You know, man got no power. Man can talk all he wants to. He ain't got no power. Power is from the Most High. Who's the power? Yahweh is the power. The Most High is the power. You fall in the trap of man if you want to. Acts 28 and 30. All mighty warriors have to deal with the Most High for that power. Acts 28 and 30. And Paul dwelt 2 whole years in his own hired house and received all that came in unto him. So people say, oh, you got to have this great mega church. Paul wrote most of the New Testament. Hear what he said? And Paul dwelt 2 whole years in his own hired house. The house that he lived in. 2 years. And received all that came in unto him. Those that came to his house for what? To learn. Preaching the kingdom of the Most High and teaching those things which concern our Master, Mashiach Yahushua, with all confidence. No man forbidding him. Nobody stopping him. Preaching the kingdom of heaven. That we should be preaching. But it got to start with the Most High, Mashiach Yahushua in Israel. Once you know you're Israelite, we go through and we see what the Most High. Go tell my people Israel. Who's speaking? The Most High. Through the Spirit. 2 Timothy 4. 2 Timothy 4. That's why when people be looking at, oh well, you look at people in a certain light, but you gotta know these scriptures and how it is that we was operating, as you see. 2 Timothy's 2. 2 Timothy's 4, the 4th chapter. We'll start at verse 2. Preach the word. Be instant in season, out of season, whether it's hot, whether it's cold. You gotta look at brothers in certain climates, not so much now as they done back in the day, but it would be cold as ever. And they would have cardboard to stand on, but still preaching that word. I've been in cold situations like that in New York, you know, and Atlanta. It was real cold. And sometimes in California. Everybody talking about it's hot, but it get cold at night, especially as it getting later and later in the night. It get colder and colder and colder, especially in the wintertime. So it say in season, out of season. Been teaching in the rain, standing in the rain, holding posts in the rain with umbrellas. I wonder what brothers do that now. Especially the internet brothers, they is on the internet. Got to go in the byways and highways. There's no excuse. Got to reach our people. Listen, he said, preach the word, be instant in season, out of season. Come on. You ain't in your house. What difference do a season make if you sitting in your house now? Whatever it is outside, who cares? If you just sitting in the house all the time teaching. That's it. No, he talking about in season, out of season. He talking about the weather conditions. Be out there preaching the word. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. That's what this word is. That's what the word does. For the time has come when they will not endure sound doctrine. And we see that now. You know, and they'd program the children. It was just Edomite that went around asking the young people about different questions about his story. And they ain't know none of the answers. Simple question. All the way to who's the vice president of the United States now. None of them knew. These young people, none of them knew. But they knew about who's married to this person and who was they married to before they was married to them. I'm like, wow. These so-called celebrities, they know all about that. They don't know nothing about history. And this is what you have to come back to our story. You know, his story is right here in this Bible. It's right here. Prophesy who would be in power, what we would go through. This is our story right here in this Bible. But how you gonna get these little children to come in when they're being programmed to disannul our story? So if you get rid of the history, now they can't really come back. They don't want to learn about history. Like I was giving you the quiz, that's history. That's our story. You know? But his story is going to be the Most High story that he gave through the Holy Spirit. The Holy Man wrote as they were moved by the Holy Spirit to write this Bible. That's his story. But his story, the Edomite story, is what the curriculum is something wrong if these, I'm talking about everybody. Not just us, we talking about everybody, all the nations, whatever, mainly dealing with Jacob and Esau, that's all they deal with. Mainly because that's who's important. When you read Second Ezra 6, you know, in about 7 down, it tell you, it goes into Jacob and Esau. So Esau's the end of the world and Jacob's the beginning of it that follows. So it's all about Jacob and Esau. And that's what they mainly show you. Us and them. So they asking them, and they don't know anything about history. I'm talking about when you say history, things that happened in the past, none of them knew. Amazing. None of them knew. Simple things. Who won the Civil War? Nobody knew. So how you think they're going to come back to this without an intervention of the Most High Spirit to intervene on them, to let them know how important this is? To know our story, which is history. This is the past. Everything we read is the past. And we have prophecies of the present and the future. But if you can't go back to the past, you can't really recognize who the Most High is, who Mashiach Yahushua is, who you are, without going back here. That's what it says. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. Teachers having itching ears. Tell me this, tell me that. You know how it is. You go to rebellious Israelites, you go to Isaiah 30th chapter, the first verse, and some verse 9, they say they want to hear, smooth words, and this, that, and the third, things that will, entice their ears. They program these rap songs, these hip-hop rap songs, they talk about nothing. No conscious music anymore. It's all garbage. Majority of it. The movies is what? Nintendo, Xbox. Sitting there playing games of war all the time. That's why they ready. They're going to be ready. So all they do is play war games. So they advertise what? War games. So they sitting there shooting down whatever it is that's coming. They talk about aliens coming, so they ready to fight for them. To be discreet. Excuse me. Salakia. And they shall turn away their ears from the truth. See? They're going to turn away their ears from the truth. And shall be turned unto fables. Bunch of fairy tales. I mean, what difference do it make? What celebrity is married to who? And who was married to before he was married to them? And what they're doing now? Being programmed, people. That's why I say if people you want to jump into something, jump into getting these young children. The young generation, they're the future. Instead of trying to jump up to where we're at, deal with the youth. Grab the youth, teach the youth. A lot of you going crazy over these older people that's why I say you can't put new wine in old bottles. Is it going to bust? But spend more time on the youth. And you see. That's what you see around me. Youth that know about what's happening with the youth that's younger than them. They're the future. They're the ones that's important. But here you are thinking with you all that, this and the third and all that, but the youth, Most High call youth, he called it young. They're the ones that's going to be running everything and doing everything. Take your time to teach them. Because what they doing, they looking at fables. What's fables? Like, tell a lie vision, tell a lie to your vision, tell a lie to your vision. But you don't understand. Tell a lie to your vision, what you see. You see? They have a lot of games, they have a lot of fun in their games that they play, but they show certain things in their movies. If you know these prophecies. It says, but watch thou in all things. Endure afflictions. Hear that? Tell us be aware. That's why you got to be watching in everything that's going on. It said, endure afflictions. Do the work of an evangelist. I mean, you're going to be traveling. An evangelist moving around and, talking to people one way or another. We have a means to be able to talk to people right now. My voice could be heard all over the world in a moment's time. As I'm speaking, you can hear me. I have a few churches in Africa, Switzerland, England, all overseas, that we can communicate in an instant. As fast as you can type and push enter, we can communicate like that. Now, you being an evangelist, you understand? You ain't got to travel there. And if you can go there in person, it's even the better. But we have access of telephone, internet, you see, to be able to speak immediately. This is beautiful. It says, verse 5, but watch thou in all things, endure afflictions. You know you're going to have afflictions, endure afflictions. Remember to tell you, he that endure up to the end, the same shall be what? Saved. So you got to endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. You got to make full proof of your ministry. See, for I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. So he's ready to be offered up. They hung him upside down. So he wasn't worthy to be hung up like a Mashak outside. They hung him upside down. Amen, people. I have fought a good fight. So we got to do. We got to fight a good fight. Don't be weak. I have finished my course, he said. Finished his course, his mission. I have kept the faith. He still believed to the end. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, just like it's laid up for us if you continue to the end in righteousness. The crown of righteousness is opposite of what? A crown of wickedness. He says, henceforth is laid up for him a crown of righteousness, which the Most High, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing. The Most High said on Mashiach Yahushua back, you can look for this. Henceforth is laid up for me a crown. What's that crown? That crown means power, rulership, and authority, salvation of righteousness in a righteous kingdom forever and ever and ever. That's never going to end. You understand? Believe that. That's why you look at go to Daniel, the 7th chapter. 27th verse. And the kingdom, and dominion, and the greatest of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom. You see that? Everlasting kingdom. And all dominions shall serve and obey him. Everybody, every nation gonna serve, gonna serve, gonna serve, and obey, and obey, and obey the Most High while Mashiach Yahushua. Believe that. That's what the word is saying. Whether you accept it or not. I love it. Because it's the truth. Can't nobody change it. Else you're going to find yourself in a fight with the Most High. It's just a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. So let's go to 1 Thessalonians, the 3rd chapter. And we're going to start at verse 1. Wherefore, when we could no longer forbear, we thought it good to be left at Athens alone. So when he couldn't forbear no more, he said, hey, leave us alone in Athens. And sent Timotheus, our brother and minister of the Most High, and our fellow laborer in the gospel of Mashiach Yahushua, in the working with him to establish you and to comfort you concerning your faith, that no man should be moved by these afflictions. See? No man should be moved by the afflictions that they will suffer. So I say, people coming to this, I don't know what Bible y'all reading. Some of you still got a Christian type mindset. They think all the Most High is all love. They don't say that. Have you heard that so far? No, you ain't heard that. Afflictions, that's all we looking at. So you see certain Israelites going through certain things, yeah, it's already written. We went through this. Ain't nothing new under the sun, people. That's all we got to get it together and be righteous. But we still going to go through it. Nobody's exempt from this. Nobody. But oh, you think you holier than thou, so the Most High can't touch you? Some of you probably have that mindset. You think because you're doing right, Most High don't care about your works. You gotta have faith. You ain't saved by your works. Saved by your faith in the Mashiach Yahushua. Going to the Most High on our behalf. You better understand this. With trembling. Because he's a spirit, he's an angel now. He ain't in the flesh before the Most High. He's a spirit before the Most High, just like the other angels. He's just the top spirit, the top angel. Going to the Most High with groanings that's so sad, we can't even get that sad. And here we are mortally in our bodies going against everyone who you can think of like you somebody. You know the Most High will zap you up off this earth, man, and throw your butt somewhere where you would never believe. Unbelievable. And you could end up there. Any of us. Nobody's exempt. Well, I say this is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. The Most High is a consuming fire. He said, I will melt you and bring you back and keep melting you and have you eaten up with the worms that never die. See, nobody talking about that. That's why nobody feared about. Ain't nobody afraid of the Most High. Not enough. Nobody talk about him. Nobody talking about the fear of the Most High. Where? Everybody all macho, men and women. And children now. I say, itching ears. Listen for teachers with itching ears and want some kind of prestige in this wicked world. They weren't trying to look for no prestige. Mashiach Yahushua, look, this is a Mashiach Yahushua. You want to be like him? This is what it's all about. You want to be Mashiach, who we are? He said, look, go to Philippians 2 and verse 7. I'm going to read this to you. He said, but made himself of no reputation and took upon him the form of a servant and was made in the likeness of men. He didn't take up himself of no reputation. I want to care about this world. He said, this ain't my world. Some of y'all act like it's your world. This ain't our world. He said, this ain't my world. If it was my world, my servants would fight and tear this kingdom up. He said, I don't need them anyway. He said, I could call 12 legions of angels to come down there and destroy all you Romans. Every last one of y'all. What you think he come and judge and make war? He gonna lose? Better recognize and understand, come out of this old mesmerized mindset that y'all in. This ain't this world. Care less about this world. Why you think you're gonna destroy it? He destroying the world that you want to be a part of and lift yourself up in this world. That's why he said, he that exalted himself shall be abased. He that humbled himself shall be exalted. So either you're gonna be exalted now, this could be your consolation right now. That's why it ain't about numbers. It ain't Mashiach Yahushua could have chose all. Think about the congregation, the church that he could have had of all the Israelites. He just made himself a reputation. He told he would heal people. And he said, don't tell nobody I've done it. All praise to the Most High. Don't tell nobody I've done it. Don't tell nobody about me. That's no reputation. So it's just, he just dropped the word and was, sometimes he had to disappear from the people. They wanted to kill him. He wasn't loved. They wasn't open arms for him. And he taught they wanted to kill him. So a lot of you say, oh, look at them Israelites out there shouting, doing it. Sheep cause riots, man. You understand? We out there, they ain't trying to kill us while we teaching. He was teaching, they wanted to kill him. You hear what I'm saying? And they did kill him. Put him to death. But oh, they gonna see him when he come back. He says that in Revelation 1 and 7. They gonna see our power. And everybody gonna know the Most High. Because when the Most High put all his enemies, Mashiach Yahushua's enemies under his footstool for 1,000 years and teach us of the Most High, then everybody, including the Mashiach Yahushua, about to give it up to the Most High. And the Most High gonna be all in all, forever and ever and ever. That's what this is about, y'all. You better understand and recognize and understand it's about him. 1 Thessalonians 3rd chapter, verse 3, that no man should be moved by these afflictions, for yourselves know that we are appointed thereunto. Reach you again, because a lot of you think, oh, it's you see, you're going through changes, you're going through afflictions and this, that, and the third. What do you think we're reading about? If you're part of Israel, this is what our people went through. Listen, for what, they can give us, so we don't have 360 days of the year, every day that was going through, but he's telling you that when it says afflictions, that's more than one affliction. I believe it's plural. So listen. Verse 3, that no man should be moved by these afflictions. Don't be moved by the afflictions. For yourselves know that we are appointed thereunto. So we are appointed to these afflictions. For verily, when we were with you, we told you before that we should suffer tribulation. Do you hear this? We should suffer tribulation, even as it came to pass, and ye know. I told you, he said, I told you we're going to suffer tribulation, even as it came to pass, and now you know. And if you didn't know, now you know. Every last one of you that hear my voice and hear the word of the Most High. Verse 5, for this cause, when I could no longer forbear, I sent to you to know your faith, that you still believed in the Most High. Lest by some means the tempter, who is the devil, have tempted you, and our labor be in vain. That's what it's about. You look at that, okay, so he's teaching. Remember, he had his house open for 2 years, and he was going different places teaching. And now he said, hey, the reason why you don't know, because the devil dealing with you. And they said, as they're teaching, and all that you have been taught, be in vain. So this is what is important when you understand why questions are asked, to see where you at. Because the teaching is in vain. If you don't know certain things that's been gone over and over and over again. Most I speak once, you hear twice, may receive it not. So these things are being taught, like a lot of times you see the same thing, just giving you another way that he's bringing it, but it's the same order. And when you understand the order,